penis.
Hello, fuck you. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Dumbskulls. This started rather late. I'm sorry about that. We had some last-minute artistic stuff from our lovely artist, that one with the ponytail, aka Fran. And yes, hello. And yep.
Hello.
Therefore, we are about 20 minutes late, and I'm so sorry. So we'll try to go on a little bit. Oh, okay. A little bit of an echo there. Who? Shush, Luna. All right. So I've already got the screen and everything up now, but going down the line, top of the order. Hi, I'm Ezekieru. You can call me Ezzy or Dave. I'll be your GM tonight. And following me is my lovely players, starting with Joshua.
Hello, I am Josh. I'm from America, hence my username, American Josh. And I play a robot that really likes tumbling through people's legs and then stabbing them.
Okay.
Also likes cloaks and following the law.
And not
that's all the character beats you need to know. You're caught up.
Nice. Alrighty, and next up on the order is going to be Ava.
She's muted.
Okay, next up on the order is going to be Boko.
Wow! I play Dipped. Apparently, my character is now Friendly Fire. And other things.
Is now.
And
is meow.
My character is Friendly Fire and having so much money. That's
yeah,
it.
you have really injured a lot of us.
Well, you didn't get out of the way fast enough.
Damn. Next up is good
You
old.
could have angled it slightly to the left.
I did.
Next up is good old Super Ninja.
Hi, I'm Super Ninja 5506. You can find me on the stuff at Super Ninja 5. Sorry, I just started talking. I'm very tired. I play Kestrel. He's an elf. He's got a ghost.
Half elf.
That punches. He's a half elf, and he's got a ghost that punches.
Nice. And unfortunately, Requiem's could not make it because he's currently in Italy. So, you know.
Pizza time music.
I can't believe Italy doesn't even have internet.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Get it.
That's why they put all their internet into pizza.
Yeah. You gotta get that Wi-Fi as an extra topping. So, and really, Ava is here. She's just muted. But hey, we got that going on. Unfortunately, my cat's meowing a shit ton. Oh, hi.
What the fuck?
Speaking of Italy, there's
Not
a
me?
pizza here.
Nandeska?
Jesus Christ, that fucking music is loud as hell.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You might have to adjust the balance on your end. I have it down like 40.
Pizza Time himself has made it to the stream.
Hi. So,
Yes.
Requiems is joining us from Italy. Say hi.
At fucking 5 o'clock in the morning, you fuckers better appreciate this shit.
Oh, I do.
I worked at 5 o'clock.
Oh,
What-
and
why-
even better,
why
I just found out that fucking coronavirus came into the city I landed in, so
Oh,
yay.
no!
Oh my god.
Buy yourself a
Well-
face mask, please.
Nah, we're way the fuck out of there. We're way down south now, so we're good.
Christ. Also, if you guys notice in the Roll20 thing, I got a new little icon I got from me wife. That one with ponytail. It looks very good.
I still only see yours.
I also see that. We'd have to refresh. To
Yeah,
see it,
you might want to
probably.
refresh, but on the stream you'll be able to see it.
No, refreshing got rid of my windows. No,
No,
my character sheets.
not your character sheets.
How will you roll for dinner?
How will you roll for dinner? Who will roll your reflex and fortitude saves?
I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen at this dinner party.
Food, presumably.
Presumably, yeah.
Are you thinking something untoward will happen at this dinner party with the
Two of us
gang?
don't eat, so
With
see how that
Wait,
goes.
who else doesn't eat?
Me.
Dipped,
I-
Dip,
You don't
Dip,
eat?
Dipped,
I eat the sun.
Yeah, Dipped has photosynthesis.
I see. Because you're plant. I forget
they
that.
They can eat, but they don't have to.
I will.
Whereas Aegis can't eat.
I mean, have we tried? Oh yeah, he doesn't have a mouth. Does he have ears?
Are you suggesting that?
Yeah,
are you suggesting that because?
So
are you suggesting that because he has an orifice, we should shove food into it?
So Ava's screaming. I'm not sure why. Well, hopefully she'll be able to be here in time for tonight's episode, A Date with Daddy. So
Daddy.
before we do that, just gonna go over everything. Hi. If you want to support the show, make sure to check out the description below to see on how you can donate to help affect the world. You can bring in a little NPC into the world. You can name them and give them little occupations and alignments and whatnot. You can also donate to give the PCs a hero point. That will pretty much let them reroll on any saving throw or attack roll or ability check. And you can also give me villain points. That will help bring the challenge back to the forefront and let me re-roll on all those fun bits. So, going at the top of the order for the hero points, Brim has 11 hero points. Kestrel has 9. Dipped has 18. Requiem's has 6. Aegis has 12. And I have 11. So that is the total right now.
I have recorded down that I have 22 hero points.
This might be from last session, so let me check everyone's sheets right now on air to see what everyone has. Brim has 12.
9. You were right.
Okay, Kestrel has 9. Yep. Dipped has 18. Yep. Aegis has 22, so that's a big change.
Yeah, because I got someone donated $10 and gave me all 10. I assume because they want me to tumble more.
Yep, and
which is always appreciated.
And Requiem's has 9 instead of 6.
I have 9. How?
You got some points for your ass clapping, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh. Cool. And I also get an F in chat for myself in case I get coronavirus, because fuck this. I didn't sign up for that
Buy a
shit.
face mask off of, CVS or something. Italian CVS.
It's a virus.
It's just CVS, like but everyone has a sweet mustache. It's the same otherwise.
It's a sweet stash. So we got that all wrapped up. Hey, can I have one of you, probably Joshua, one of you please recap the last session?
It was real stupid.
Yes. Just okay. So session number 6, which I had originally titled "Failed Rolls and Fishing Poles," but that second thing didn't happen. So, so the cat lady we met, Luna of the Black Ash, introduced herself.
Black Ashes.
Then we went to Black Ashes.
Yeah, ashes with a plural.
I say, updating my notes, introduced herself, and then we went to the Cat's Cradle, which is a bar across from St. Grimalkin's Home for Boys and Girls.
Mm-hmm.
The bar is run by an older Siamese cat named Matilda. We spend some time healing while Brim is accosted by cat children. Brim spends 8 hero points to diplomacy the children, while Requiem spends 6 hero points to open a pickle jar.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
We discuss the way of the Cobalt Soul while Aegis turns off their auditory devices, which is fun. Then I just wrote there are secret tunnels. Secret tunnels.
Secret tunnel, yes.
Secret tunnels.
Secret.
Karma, the cat orphan, is missing, but first we have to obtain fish.
Yep.
In character, Brim realizes Schnookers 2 is missing and has a small
we got
crate.
a donation from Honest, I think. Let me just double check that. Honest_AK donates $1. A hero point goes to whoever says the funniest joke.
Like right now?
Right now. Stop the recap. We're doing this right now.
What?
Well,
Funniest joke. Come on.
Okay, so this amphibian goes to the bank. He goes to the bank because he's got a business idea. So he hops up to the teller. The teller, whose name, let's say it's Penny, is like, hey, how can I help you today? And this amphibian goes, well, I'd like to take out a loan, a small business loan. And Penny goes, okay, well, we're going to need some sort of collateral. And the frog hands her an object. And he says, this has been passed down my family line. And Penny says, well, I don't know what this is. So I got to check with my manager. She goes to her manager, and she says, hey, sir, this is this amphibian who wants to take out some money, and he gave me this as collateral. What is it? And the manager says, why, that's a knick-knack, Pennywhack. Give that frog alone.
I hate you all.
Oh my god. Anyone else want to try for the comedy gold?
The fact that you're laughing at that disappoints me beyond.
Don't worry.
I'm a 20-year-old. I'm a 28-year-old fucking like uncle.
Yeah.
Come on, leave me alone.
Yeah.
So I'll just
doesn't-
say, Josh, chat should donate and ask Josh about yogurt. Not.
Except for a pun. I
Scream
love
just
Shaggy
went
Dog
offline.
stories. It's like the longer and more complicated you can make it to just be like a bad play on words.
It's very good. Thank
Anyways.
you very much.
Bryn realizes that Snookers 2 is missing, has a small
Strange
crisis.
dead according to chat. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Keep going.
The gang heads to Ifrif to ask Vanna about fish. We managed to convince her that we can help her out. And so she says, we have to deal with this cloaked figure, and then she can get us a month's worth of fish. But first, we got Snookers 2 from Whamlarts, where Requiem's convinced Whamlarts to trip to the Stone Estate, where Aegis got pants, and then Requiem's ass cheeks clapped down a hallway. And we finished upon entering a room with a long table.
Okay.
Got
Looks like.
to,
It looks like. Wait.
Now that we-
Wait. Hold on. It looks like the connection's shitting the bed.
Oh no.
I would like to take a minute while we're just sitting here. I know last week it kind of just seemed like we were following the plot, but why did we come here again?
Because Brim wanted to. Originally, Brim was going to try to get money to pay for fish.
We were
from-
picking up his butler because he's strong or something.
No,
Well,
that's just what I wanted. That's not what we
The,
came
the
here for.
original plot
Oh
was
no, you
that
went here because he was hot, not strong.
Okay.
Brim
It
was
can be both.
asking Daddy to give them money and or fish, or like financial support for this orphanage / area thing.
Oh, but we're not supposed to tell authorities where the orphanage is.
Okay. It seems to have
Well, yeah, but-
It seemed to have stabilized. Okay. That's good.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
For some reason, Fran being near the door caused connection issues. I don't know why.
Wait, who got pants? Oh, Aegis is now wearing pants for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Cursed him.
So
Cursed.
How does he feel about it?
Aegis does not have any strong opinions on clothes outside of cloaks. Cloaks are cool, all other clothes are just clothes.
Art of Aegis wearing pants is a cursed image.
I know, right? Aegis just has no reason to wear pants, so they don't.
that's
That's
wild.
it. That's just it.
So, do they wear chaps? They should
Does
wear
it
No.
just get cold?
They just wear a cloak. They're a robot.
Can Aegis
I know.
feel
I'm aware of the
temperature?
robot.
I would assume not really, unless it's like really extreme.
Ah,
Or slash they don't care probably, because again, robot. You don't see other robots walking around with pants. That'd be
that's true.
wild.
Potions and potions and potions and potions didn't have pants.
Yeah, I know. But
That's
suddenly
what
you
they
have
sell
sentience,
potions.
and everyone expects you to have pants.
It's not pants, pants, and pants. It's potions, potions, and potions.
And
What is it
potions.
about sentience that that makes you also required to wear pants? That's all I gotta know.
Okay. So
Well,
Anyway, about the
Getting-
long table.
getting back to the session. So you've entered Castlestone, this huge estate filled with.
A generous feast. of
Well,
food.
before we do that, we got
Dragons.
$20 from Dead King Zealot.
oh shit.
Yep. give me a second while my cat cries in the background. Nothing I can do about that. My birthday was this past 2/20/2020, and my name is Josh, so I'm giving 20 hero points to Josh. Josh has 43!
Thank you for giving us your
Joshua
birthday
has
money.
43 hero points.
Excellent. The tumbles can finally happen.
Holy shit.
Why? Also, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Hey.
Zealot.
It's your birthday.
It's
Your birthday.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Josh, watch out for each other.
Josh has become unkillable.
So you're in Castle Stone, this huge estate that's owned by the Stone family, with plenty of various butlers and maids to fill out the ranks of the service part of this. There is a big dinner with a bunch of these Stone relatives in a different floor, but you've been invited for the private dinner that usually occurs on a semi-regular basis with Brim and his father, the King of Orfang, Tobias Stone. And so you arrive after getting dressed up and having bathed and everything, and you arrive at the dinner table, which is this extremely long, just jack full of food and various wines, cheeses. This is just the whole shabam. And at the very end, in a big ornate dinner, you do so, as you see at the very end this big ornate sort of table here, a big ornate dinner chair sits this extremely large, almost like the size of a large creature. Tobias Stone, who seems to be
a large creature, you say?
Who seems to be
Kestrel dies.
Rocks fall, everyone dies. Okay, so
oh no.
So
can I spend my hero points to dodge
the wine was poisoned?
I'm not sure. So Tobias Stone is not decked out or anything. He's in a really nice set of dinner garbs, and his scales of a similar kind of bronze hue that Brim's is, but you could just tell even from this distance just how rich and powerful and frightening this individual is. And
haven't we met him before? Wasn't he in the church last time we talked to him?
Yeah, but he's still rich and powerful.
He has gotten more rich since we saw him last.
Well, that might be the case.
He is a man that exudes power and wealth.
Like Josh.
Like Joshua.
Yeah.
So we have this dinner table. What do you all do?
I take my seat.
Where do you take your seat?
That's a very good question. I would like to ask you, Ezzy, how long is the table?
The table is pretty long. I would say it is. If let's zoom out of this. If I were to make a rectangle using draw shape.
We're on a different map than you.
Well, no.
Unless we're still on the alley map.
Okay.
We've been here for 2
We've been in the alley for many a moons.
So I'm gonna go on and
we talk to the orphans.
Just move everyone down towards here. I don't have any fancy icons for Tobias, because Fran only has so many hours in the day to draw.
Right.
Just post a hot dragon.
And also play Destiny 2. That's also things that they can do. Getting back to the start page here.
Oh shit, yeah. Holy shit. Fuck yeah, dude.
I can only imagine it is much longer than this, but you get the general gist. It's a pretty long fucking table.
I take my seat, Schnookers, next to me.
I was really hoping your fake table just kind of went off the screen.
As you do, you hear a booming voice from the other side of the table. I see. You don't want to hang any closer. It's fine. I appreciate the distance. How are you doing, Brim?
What?
I said, how are you doing, Brim?
What?
I said, how are you doing, Brim?
Can I say
Kestrel's
while
gonna
this is
sit
happening?
fairly. Kestrel's gonna sit fairly close to King Tobias, but not too close.
I look at the
see.
party members. I go,
I'm
is
going to
he talking?
Yes, I believe he's asking how you're doing.
He asked how you're doing.
I am right here.
You're right next to Tobias? Hot damn,
Power
okay.
move.
Alright.
Power move.
It's been quite a while. Requiems, is it?
Yes.
Does Requiems have a nameplate on his armor?
No,
Or his fancy clothes.
He's seen him around
Once.
in the
He should.
in the church.
should wear a
Because
name
remember, Brim and
Requiems
Requiems.
Yeah, I know. I know what they do. They should
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wear
yeah.
name tags though, because they work for people. Hello, my name is
By all
Requiems.
means, you can come closer. These tables are usually meant for larger parties. By all means, come close and let's converse.
I think this is a fair
Obviously.
request.
Oh, hello there.
I reach out my hand for a handshake.
There, I was waiting for it.
His
There it
his
is.
huge hand like hovers over, and it almost eclipses like your upper half of your like body almost. It's a huge fucking hand.
So I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
take.
I am
use-
ages again. We've
Ah.
met before. I wasn't wearing pants that time, so you may not recognize me.
I do note the addition. They look very good on you.
Thank you.
Do you know how fucking hard it is to not laugh when it's 5:30 in the fucking morning? God damn it.
It's only gonna get funnier from here.
Out there
So,
are the pasta walls.
you little green one, would you like to join us?
I'm going to use my diplomat background to choose the seat perfectly suited for a diplomat, so I can show my knowledge of politics.
Around here would be good.
I use my knowledge of politics to sit here.
I see someone knows proper placement. It's quite good to have.
Well, now the table feels asymmetrical. Kestrel gets up, pushes in his chair, and moves 10 feet to the left.
Well,
He brings. Oh, he's like, oh wait,
Aegis.
I forgot my plate, and he has used his technologic to bring it closer.
fun
Also-
magic trick you got there.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's
I'll do
great.
this much.
I'm not
I know
the
I'm
few-
dedicated and sat this close, but I do want to reveal you with the quest that your wonderful son have been going on. I thought you'd be interested, so that's why I am here, so I'm not yelling from very, very far away.
I appreciate that. Speaking of which, Flint, yes, my lord, could you fetch my son? I feel like he's not going to be able to understand this conversation all the way over there.
Just get him one of those like little paper telephones.
And Flint, just
cups
as
and
swiftly as you might imagine, like scooches you two down like a set, and then goes over, picks up Brim's chair, and then brings it all the way over here.
No!
and then rushes over and grabs the seat of Schnooker's too, and then brings it and puts it here.
Damn it! Now the table's asymmetrical again.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, Brim. It's been too long. How has the church work been?
It's been fine. Just fine.
What he means is great. We've had some great adventures together.
It's been great. Good, great, yep.
How is
Great.
the mission so far? It seems you've been making some progress with finding the parts of Jamala.
Well, that's what we're here about.
Oh, did you find
It
one
is?
already?
We may have found a lead, but
We
no
got some
concrete
folks
evidence.
selling pickles.
We're on the right track. We have a very good feeling about
what
this one.
You keep talking. What was that about pickles?
When we went down to the lower layer, some guys tried to give us pickles, but Kestrel said it was a scam. So then they attempted to attack us, and we killed them. I filed the report to Watchmaster Rupert.
I've heard of tales of the dreaded pickle bandits. It's a long time common scheme down in the lower layer. I appreciate that you've managed to finally upend that.
No problem.
Of course, it's our duty.
It is.
To uphold the law.
Castro points to a really fancy-looking wine and goes like, "So are these for the table, or?"
By all means, take a bottle home with you if you wish.
Hot damn!
You all.
Kestrel grabs 2 bottles.
Oh, alrighty. Flint, note that down. It's like, all right, we'll order 2 more bottles. Well, don't make it just 2 bottles. I have a feeling about this one. So, anyways, you said something about there being a lead.
Well,
you seem nervous.
It's complicated is all, the situation. Father.
Let's put it this way. Do you either have a large quantity of fish or a very, very long fishing pole that we could use?
He kind of pauses and just kind of like looks at you a bit quizzically and kind of like leans down and be like, why either?
We either need a large sum of money, fishing equipment, or fish. One of 3 will work.
That doesn't answer my question.
That's for the cat people.
I know.
Cat people?
We needed to chase down the lead, essentially.
And you need fish for this lead?
Yes.
Is the fish going to lead you to the...
No.
See, the lead is what you
We've made a deal with
Shut up.
Group of individuals. They'll help us.
Let me explain. We, in exchange for the fish, we have... Essentially, we are paying for the services of some people in the lower layer to gather information for us about the missing persons we were sent to take care of, and also chase down the lead about the corpse part. And the fish is the payment for that service.
Why didn't you just say so?
Because Brim is sitting over there with his tongue tied.
And I actually didn't know because they told me to turn off my auditory devices.
I did do that. I'm sorry. Hey, listen, Aegis. I am sorry.
Oh, that's fine. You can ask me anytime.
I mean, if that's all, then do you know who was the ones that requested it? By all means, if they have the way of finding the Jamala parts, we should just hire them.
You see, that's where it gets complicated.
Brim, and he just kind of like shifts his chair and just looks at you, and this is like one of these like this is like one of these like, oh, you gotta spill the beans moments. Like, Brim, what is this really about?
Fish.
There's an orphanage.
All right.
Down in the lower levels.
Sure is.
And
there's plenty of them.
Well, this one in particular is doing very badly, even by the lower level standards.
All right.
And to help us, we need to help them.
All right, so tell me the name of the orphanage. I'll tear it down. We build a new one, and
no,
send the
no,
orphanage
no,
to,
no, 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 no.
I don't see what the problem is.
The problem is people will. It's not solving the problem.
It is.
Building a bigger orphanage.
It's renovating a bad orphanage, getting those people out of power, and then
that's not.
Kestrel takes a long swig.
I nudge Kestrel to ask him to pour me a glass as I watch this unfold.
Technologic pours you a glass.
What I have to ask, what does this have to do with finding the corpse part?
Well, because
why do you need outside assistance to find this?
It was something about tunnels, right?
That.
Let me kind of go from here. Essentially, the folk we are talking with have much more intricate knowledge and a way of gaining this information than we have access to. This is kind of a payment to...
You've been looking for the corpse part for less than a week now, and you've already gotten entangled with the underground.
The what?
The underground.
Hey, just turn off your mouth.
Wait, what does this do?
I said turn off your mouth.
The criminal underground of Orphing.
No.
Criminal?
No.
He just stands up, knocking his chair backwards.
Just calm down. No,
Who are
Father,
the criminals?
No, there's no criminals here.
Are we criminals?
Father,
No.
calm him down.
I'll fill out the paperwork to turn myself in.
Father, Daddy.
Could you please calm your friend down?
Hey, just turn off your ears again, please.
Okay. He just continues standing there.
Wait, he's standing?
Father.
Did he get out of his seat? Or has he not
yes.
back
Stood
up.
down?
Flint, could you sit him back down? I'm uncomfortable. Of course, sir. And he kind of like kicks like the space like where like behind your knees and like gets you down into a sitting position. You're almost like sitting. You're doing like one of those like air squats where you're like almost sitting, but not quite. Yeah, it's very good.
Seems like you could have just picked his chair back up.
So and then
Father.
Flint, yes.
This isn't as simple as just a crime organization assisting us. This is more complicated than that. Like I said, it's an orphanage and they've fallen upon hard times, and it's not like we can just tear it down and build a new one like we have before. This is different.
Why can't we? And he's giving you a look like he's not looking for an answer in like a logical sense. He's asking for like your input. Like from your personal standbys, why can't he just build another orphanage?
Can I interject at this point? From what I saw at the orphanage, it's their home.
Yeah.
It's something they've grown up with for a long time, and I helped some of the orphans there heal up as well, and you can tell that even though it's run down, they call it home, and they cherish it.
We met some of the children. I made a promise that I would help their orphanage.
You did what?
I swore an oath to help out their orphanage.
And by who did you swear that oath to?
The royal family name.
Kestrel stands up from his chair and moves over a chair.
Brim, what happened when you became a cleric? When you took the word of Apsu?
I'm supposed to look out for the betterment of every people, but this is the betterment of every people.
Specifically, what happened when you, Brimstone, joined the Cathedral of the Exiled Worm?
Requiem takes a long sip from his glass of wine.
I couldn't tell you. That was a while ago.
Oh my god.
I can't.
He looks up at the two gigantic paintings that flank the dinner table. One is of himself, and another one is of your mother. A more white, silver-scaled dragonborn. A lot more serpentine in appearance, actually. And he just kind of closes his eyes and looks over and tells you, when you joined the clergy, you told them that you would be joining of your own ambitions and your own worth. That you would not rely on the Stone family name. And that you would forego all titles and possessions while you are in service of the church.
But this is different.
How is it different? You are using the
different.
family's assets. How much are you going to push our assets for your own personal gain?
I didn't make that promise as a cleric. I made that promise as a prince.
Are you
the prince.
But you're not the prince while you're in service. You know that.
I know.
By all means, you can forego your cleric time, your time with the clergy, but we all served our time. You're supposed to bring about people. What is one of the edicts of Apsu?
Gesundheit.
Brim just crosses his arms and leans back a bit.
Is he huffing? Is he pouting? Can dragons pout as there's a donation?
Okay. There's a donation of $10 from Doom Knight 013. This hero point goes to Schnookers and only for Schnookers. No one allows to take this hero point, only allowed Schnookers to. Long live the future snake, be la D's race. Yeah, be ladies' race.
A hero point at this now.
So because of how... Wait, so because of how Schnookers works, that goes to me, yeah?
Yeah, but you can only use them
you can
for
only
Schnookers.
use it for Schnookers.
Okay.
So
you can use them on Schnookers rerolls.
He stands up and casts forward a field of light.
Ah!
Here we go.
And 3 lights in particular appear. And he goes through, grabs the first one, and says, "Seek and destroy evil."
Yeah.
He passes over to the second one, "Travel the world." And then to the third one, the one closest to you, Brim, and says, "Help others fend for themselves." Now, if you're not doing this under Apsu's word, then what are you doing it for?
I'm helping people.
But you were brought in to help the betterment of everyone, to stop a world cataclysmic event. And you're already being tripped up by criminals and
They're not.
the smaller worries of our world.
They're just doing what they can to get by, Father. That's really as simple as I can put it.
Are you going to save everyone by finding the corpse parts, or are you going to help every small matter along the way?
Why not both? Why can't I do both?
Do you have time to waste for both?
I'm gonna move next to Kestrel and just kind of keep pouring myself glasses of wine.
Aegis is staring intently at everyone's mouths.
Oh, yeah.
His
ears are still off. Can Aegis lip read?
That's intentional.
No.
Aegis should learn to lip read.
What
Aegis doesn't even have lips.
Brim, what do you want out of this?
I want to be.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I want to be a better ruler.
One more time. My ears are a bit on the old side.
Kestrel stands up again and moves further away.
I
follow right behind him.
To be a better ruler than you.
Ooh. Requiem moves down to the other end of the table.
Before you can though, he's still standing up and he just turns and he's almost like draping over you, like his entire figure, as he like reaches a hand out, places it on your shoulder. You can feel the heft of this hand onto you.
Clap. Oh no. You're gonna die.
Then just
Tobias,
pulls,
the mountains.
then as soon as swiftly as possible, pulls you in for a hug.
Lame.
And then brings you to his seat and starts laughing as you are on his lap.
I don't know what's happening.
I hold my glass up and just start laughing as well.
That's the gumption that all stones are built for. That's fire, lightning in your chest, or whatever the hell is within you. Every generation.
Who knows?
Dragonborn.
Last time I saw it was lightning.
Brim, you want to be a better ruler than me? Then tell me, with all of our resources pouring out to dozens of clergymen, paladins, mercenaries, against all kinds of orphanages, not just the one you have, but dozens, hundreds of different orphanages, trying to build real estate to house the biggest capital of all of Jean Campan, dealing with 100 decades of war that we had dealt with the Papirs and the Caesars. How would you do things differently?
Peace?
That's not in character.
He takes like a talon and just puts it right to your chest and be like, that's what we are striving for. But all peace is imperfection. You know that. But we can always strive for better. I'm just saying you should not lose track of what you should be going for. Finding Jamala's parts is first priority. If you have the time to do both, by all means, you can certainly try. But do not lose sight of it. And if you're torn between the smaller problems of people and the greater issues of our time, of our decades, then I hope that you will make the right choice.
As someone who's been with him in the church, I know he will.
Can you let me down now?
Am I still on his lap?
You're not on his lap. Brim is on his lap. And he's like, you know what? For that little outburst, no. Stay away.
Good. I want to savor this image.
And you four, come closer. Let's have a lovely dinner. Tell me what everything that my sweet Brim has been up to.
Run.
Oh, with pleasure.
Run.
If only any of us knew how to make a ferret, I would definitely do that of what is happening right now.
You dare.
I look at Kester and just go, "Shall we?"
We shall.
Oh wait a second.
And before you do, like, he turns to look at Aegis and kind of like
I was
taps
about to
his
say,
ears.
I start making motions at Aegis again. He needs to turn his ears back on.
Aegis turns their auditory devices back on.
Nice.
Hello.
Hi.
Aegis. He goes for another handshake.
Aegis.
We will be discussing the criminal thing later.
Aegis.
Oh, I have a feeling I know what kind of criminals you've gotten yourselves into.
Aegis.
It's not... But I'm not a fool. I know that not every capital, every big city will have their thieves and their thugs and their charlatans.
Who would ever do that?
Aegis.
All it takes for criminals to succeed is for the good people to do nothing.
Aegis, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Well, that
Can you
might
turn
be
off your
true.
eyes?
Oh yeah. Aegis takes their hands and puts them over their eyes.
You never saw any of this, understand?
You sitting in your father's lap? I definitely saw that.
No,
Oh,
you
we
didn't.
all
That's
saw
not
that.
a
It would
thing.
be a lie
no.
to say I didn't see it. And
That's-
recorded
that's
forever.
Not,
Oh, Aegis probably has perfect memory, don't he?
Probably photographic, in fact.
Yep.
I would like to.
Can
I
you
would
put pictures out of Aegis? This is important.
Kestrel starts fucking drawing on a napkin.
If only Fair Pathfinder. That'd be perfect.
Mr. Kieru, do the
Oh,
thing.
it's the
Oh,
time.
hey, if you want to help support the show, please donate and either name an NPC or give us some hero points for rerolls of various kinds. Or you can give me, as Kieru, the GM, some villain points to give to their enemies that they're going to run into, including this session after we're done with the dinner party. So...
Now, goal is to stretch the dinner party.
So as the dinner party kind of goes on, Tobias kind of like brings each of you up to discuss details, eventually letting Brim go and having them eat their dinner and whatnot. Brim, okay.
Brim just goes and bows.
Tobias, but in particularly, calls up Aegis. Yes, I haven't
can't
seen
lie.
maybe anyone of your kind around these particular parts. You don't seem to be made of the same materials as the constructs here in Orfang or many places of Shankapan.
Well, I wasn't always the way I am now. It's a longer story than that.
Well, that's interesting. Where did you fare?
Josh checks his notes.
Can I spend it? The thing is, I didn't have like a city around here in mind.
Roll me a society check.
Society.
The thing that we live in.
All I know is we live.
First roll of the day.
Yeah.
All I know is society.
24. Yeah, that'll do it. You know there are two places you could have been from. I'm doing this so you have a chance to pick. There is a Toktik, which is the more mechanical country that's neighboring Shankapan to the east. Also, there is a city within Shankapan that has a lot of refugees and stuff from Toktik, and that is Tinkerer's Eden.
Interesting. Yeah, we can just go with Aegis being Toktik, I suppose.
Okay. Are you gonna disclose that to the king?
Oh, of course.
Tactic. No wonder you're so of a different build, a different grade. You seem to be particularly special there.
Oh, why, thank
you.
you.
Sure is.
You know, I have an old personal construct maker of mine that has recently left our services, but has taken up shop within the marketplace. What is it called again? Artisan's Haven? I believe that's it. You might want to check them out. Maybe they'll give you, something to look forward to.
That sounds like a good idea. I shall keep it in mind.
If you wish, I can send a letter of recommendation.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
I'll finish that tonight.
Why, thank you.
All right. And then after a little bit of some more eating and chattering around, he calls up Dipped.
Oh. I go over there.
Now, I haven't seen anyone quite like you before. Where have you come from?
I've come from I never bothered writing any lore about the place she's from other than its water.
Well, roll me a society check.
I think my society's pretty okay.
Okay.
Watch me be wrong. Where's my society? It's average. I got an average society going on.
Yeah.
I live in it.
we live in an average society. Alrighty. Now, there is the Arctic kind of area called Polo's Tier. It is kind of an unclaimed frozen kind of ice cap Sandra kind of area that all several countries have kind of like laid some claim to for like exploration and scientific purposes. There's like wisps of magic that seems to flow there. It's famous for its aurora borealis that crops up in the night sky. It's particularly it's called the Crimson Viridian ley lines. They seem to have a particularly magical force about them. You, as far as you know, you live somewhere near there.
As far as I know, I live.
It's okay. Far. Unless you want to disclose a secret location, I don't think you want.
I didn't. I guess I'll just go with Polo's Tier. That probably explains why it's in my lore book. Anyway, I am from Polo's Tier. I'm their official emissary.
An emissary from Polo's Tier? I thought it was a more empty location. You're telling me there are indigenous individuals there?
You could say that.
And you said you were an emissary. What have you come to speak? Obviously, I would assume you would want to speak with me, considering I'm the king and everything.
Yeah, I was looking for you for a while. People don't seem to understand what I'm looking for.
Well, how can I help you?
I'm trying to think of a way to put this.
Okay.
I can't just scream, don't screw up the water.
How's your pollution?
I mean, I've already rated the waters on the table, as you can see in the chat, and I've also tested water at the lower level. I'm starting to get a good reading on the inequality spectrum of the water.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, we've noticed that the quality of our water, on all water, is dropping. And they've dispatched several of us to go to the neighboring, I guess, countries would be the right thing, yeah?
Yeah, countries.
Countries to inspect them to see if a regular occurrence or if it's a higher concentration coming from more places.
And what are you finding so far?
This is the first city I've spent an larger amount of time in, and the water quality here has been inconsistent, to say the least.
Well, the more poor areas don't have the architecture to support better, more, how you say, well kept up qualities of our water supply. Unfortunately, we are in a very mountainous area, so getting the water here from the coast and converting it is already a difficult task, but we're trying our best. But that is something to consider. The main issue with redoing all the water infrastructure would be tearing down quite a bit of our oldest buildings, which the populace, the church, and also many of the oldest families value these, pieces of architecture, because if they represent history, And so tearing that all down to rebuild a better system is something we will need to eventually do, but we're in a point in history where it's a hesitating matter.
I understand, but you won't be able to make more history if the history makers do not live longer.
Could I just add a quick thing to this? Not to you guys, but in the background, just you hear a Jesus fucking Christ as I look to my left and I see Schnookers like on my shoulder.
I did notice the Schnook.
They snuck up the sneaky little snake.
That's quite impressive. Good trick.
Get away from me! Get away from me! Don't bite me again! And I move over here.
Well,
Requiem shakily pours another glass of wine.
He kind of like leans over and just kind of looks you dead in the eye and just like, what do you suppose we do?
Oh, well, I'd say this is definitely the highest concentration of talent in this country. I am absolutely certain. If you put your greatest architectural minds to it, they would definitely be able to come up with a solution. Other countries have this thing called the aqueduct.
We've long since evolved past the aqueduct. Yes, we have metal pipes. We have metal pipes with our water transferring through it.
We were in a bath.
In a bath.
Just have the aqueduct.
Have you considered aqueduct 2?
Aqueduct 2.
So great. Why wasn't there a second one?
He whistles over for Flint to start taking some notes. So your main purpose, why are you within this party, if I may ask? If your main purpose is to evaluate water, haven't you already done that?
She points at Kestrel. It was him.
Castro looks up from stealing something off of Requiem's plate with like half his mouth full.
Yeah, Kestrel just kind of abducted her, huh?
Well, no, specifically, I kicked open the door to a bar, somehow being 3 feet tall, asked for the CEO of water. The owner assumed I was some child and told Kestrel to take me for a walk. And then
Kestrel is still working under that.
Oh my god, we've just been taking Dip on dangerous adventures we never asked.
Brought Dipped back.
Oh my god!
Did you have any?
We kidnapped a child.
He kind of like looks like you curiously. Then, did you have anyone with you during this journey?
No, there was one per country.
And no bodyguards or anyone of that sort?
I can handle myself.
Well, I'm going
Let's
to.
not-
If you do not mind helping with the mission of Jamala, we can put in a greater effort of remodeling Orfeng and the various cities of Zhanghepan to get a better standard of water. In exchange, you four, he points to the rest of you, you all are Dip's bodyguards.
Yes!
Can I just look at
dumbass!
Can I just look at
Slowly, I'm becoming
We
the
were
main
kind of
character.
doing that anyway.
I'm just gonna turn to the king and like slightly half drunk and go, "Have done, will do, we'll continue doing," and just keep drinking the wine.
I like how no one, not even Dipped, has mentioned, yes, I was hurt once. It didn't end well for them.
Well,
I could
didn't
handle
seem-
my...
Call
It
an
didn't seem
ambulance,
relevant.
but not for me.
I kind of expect at least one of you to complain about being set on fire, but apparently you're too busy stealing...
Quinn will do that.
Aegis
Well-
doesn't have complete
Oh, I could
bones.
complain about many things about allies hitting me.
Well, he's just like, oh,
Okay,
well,
I
if
stand
you're
up and go,
already
"Oh,
doing
by
it,
the way, because of Brim's little thing there, I've got another story to tell you, Mr. Brimstone."
then, Tobias. It's
His
Tobias,
name is
Tobias,
Tobias.
sorry, Mr. Tobias.
Brim seed.
Brim is that one, Kestrel says, pointing at the far end of the table where Brim is.
I look at the-
racist over there?
I look at the bottle of wine, I look at both of them and go, "Are you sure?"
As you all conversing, he brings over Flint, starts whispering in his ear. They start taking a bunch of notes and like, all right. Well, is there anything else we need to look out for aside from the water pollution? Any dangers or anything of note?
For now, no. If things does change, I will be informed.
All right.
I'm meaning this by my
This is a good plot hook to go back to later.
Yeah, I was gonna, my people will inform me if the situation worsens, gets better. They will inform me, no matter what happens, really.
I'll be 110% truthful for y'all. I had no idea what the fuck Dip's deal was up until now.
Listen, it's been like years.
I forgot she was an adult and with like responsibilities and shit.
Well, no, I knew all of that. It's just that Dipped had a very like vague idea of like being an ambassador, but like I haven't had like a one-on-one talk with Boko yet about any character details, so this is like very off the cuff.
To be fair, I wrote like the vague idea over a year ago.
Yeah,
I'm still surprised we didn't realize we had dipped with us and didn't think that, oh my god, we actually kidnapped a person and didn't know.
Well, to be fair, I didn't know that I was from Tactic until today.
To be fair, she could have left whenever she wanted.
Today's a day of firsts.
Do you know how hard it is for me to walk places? I'm 3 feet.
All
You
right.
I
haven't walked
have to
anywhere.
wall
We've been
up
carried
strut
everywhere.
everywhere.
My backstory is still a carryover from when this was going to be in 5e.
Fuck. Comment in the
I mean, it's
chat,
still
Dip trying
relevant.
to introduce Aqueducts to a
Yeah.
world while sitting next to a robot.
Listen,
Yeah, we'll just, I
What if
basically
the
just,
Romans
it basically
what
just
have the
has
Romans
a
done for
location
us?
now.
Yeah.
other than the aqueduct.
And I
Nothing.
have to ask you for Tactic information so I can appear to be.
As soon as I come up with it myself, I will.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, any other things you want to ask the king before we fade out?
I don't know. Everybody
I
else
do
got a
wanna t-
one-on-one.
I do wanna-
Everybody else
I do
got a
wanna tell him
one-on-one.
the
Kestrel's
story.
just over here getting wine drunk.
I do want to mention like that I regale the story of how I got shocked by Brim that one time on our first adventure, and we just have a laugh about it.
Yeah. He just gives you like a big ass, like almost like a mug of wine, and just has you chug it down a bit, and just like, you're full of the good stuff.
Damn,
He
Skippy.
probably is, considering how much he's been drinking.
And finally, like some passing remarks to you, Kestrel. And roll me a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Hey!
Oh, yeah.
You could swear.
I perceived the shit out of it.
Go into DM private real quick.
Okay.
Oh.
Hello.
You could swear for a split second that his eyes leave yours and goes towards where maybe over your shoulder.
Like
but only for a split second, and then it's back to you.
Interesting.
Back to it. Alrighty. So, the night.
Hey, question, Mr. Kingman. If I call you Dad to upset Brim, am I allowed to do that?
He chuckles a little bit. It's like, you know what? By all means.
Thanks, Dad.
Requiem looks up from, like, his head is on the table. He looks up and goes, Brim should mean Daddy.
No, I don't want to steal his thing.
Well, Brim can't hear you. He's all the way down there, like, I don't know, like, dual-wielding the chicken.
Thanks, Dad!
Requiem is gonna drunkenly go over.
Get off the table, Brim.
Here he comes on all fours.
Brimstone! You get to there and you have to jump off.
Also, remember, no spoilerinos, chat.
No spoilerinos.
I'm actually going to make a note in my notes.
So, Brim, you get yelled off by your father. It's almost almost like a magical like compulsion to like make you jump off. That's how quite strong this yell was.
What? I can't
Requiem
believe
is
your
gonna...
dad has the... Oh wait, he's
Power word down, boy.
I'm gonna stumble over here and I'm gonna start petting Schnookers in my drunken state.
Okay. So, if that's everything, you all have a lovely rest of the dinner, and you all get changed up into some nightwear, sent to your individual rooms, and you all end up having a nice, wonderful sleep.
Kestrel takes a full ass 3 bottles of wine to go.
It's notated and it is good to go.
Putting that in my inventory.
So, going to another set of dreams.
Oh boy, a lot of things just happened. Oh, it's the music bot.
That is not the song I want, and I'm so sick of this one showing up. So, skip. Thank you. And, you know what? I'll reuse this one.
It occurred to me just now that I can mute the music.
You could always mute the music.
Then I don't get it.
I've had it at 40%.
It's the chat specifically that I keep getting notifications for.
It's
so
the same. I'm so mad. Why is this here twice?
F.
I'm very mad.
Womp womp.
I'm very mad online. Let me go find the thing via YouTube search.
I was mad.
I am absolutely mad.
Joseph mad.
Joseph mad.
Joseph mad.
Yes.
Go. Play. So, Brim, you start having the dream again. You're within the star-covered pool, outstretched to a seemingly infinite horizon, surrounded once more by the pseudo-dragons of every color and variation, and you step forward and water surrounds you. And throughout this deep blue sensation, you feel Snickers by your side. And as Snickers looks into your eyes, more and more of the infinite cosmos surrounds the both of you, and stars just keep zooming past as you feel a strong sensation overcome you. And out from the corner of your eye, you feel their presence. A tremendous force of just divine force.
Oh.
And you're just encompassed within the gigantic, more than gargantuan, in fact, almost planetary size.
Oh no.
Of a silver dragon.
Oh.
It looks onto you in silence.
Hello.
Another stone.
Excuse me?
Another stone in the pond.
Yes. I am, Brim. Yeah, Daddy. Father's Tobias.
Tobias.
Is there something wrong?
How are you faring?
In what regard? Like, health-wise, I'm pretty good. Emotionally, a little embarrassed. But other than that, I'm pretty good.
Are you faring well in your path? Are your travels to your liking?
I mean... Well, I mean, lately, my father and I haven't been seeing eye to eye, but that's more of a minor setback.
It's more because you're 3 feet shorter.
You're not in this dream, you can't talk.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Also, Requiem's is here.
And Kestrel's here, and he's in his underwear. Oh no!
Yeah, that's a separate dream. So
That's a nightmare.
This large silvery dragon just kind of like dips its neck down, and its whole head, with its glowing blue eyes, pierces out. Do you wish to take another path?
It's a bit vague.
Do you know what the god I am?
God, wait. Hold on, he turns around, he like sort of puts his hand up to his chin, and he starts thinking a little bit.
Flash thinking.
Hold on, silver, dragon, blue
eyes white dragon!
Oh, fuck!
No.
Don't say that!
Oh, fuck! Bird gets down, he starts like worshipping.
They just kind of like look at you unblinkingly and just like,
I'm so sorry.
If you are unhappy with your current path, take another one. It is about the travel of the world and how you can make it better.
Right,
how
but
you can make your life better.
Oh. Huh.
Help those along the way. Punish those who would betray your mercy, but put yourself first.
Apsu?
Yes.
Before I wake up from this, so in terms of the orphanage stuff, am I super right
about that, and Dad is wrong, or what's the deal with that?
You both walk your own paths. You both bring about your own vision of the world.
Oh, so I can't rub it in his face that I talked to you, and you told me I was right. Okay.
Visions of
Daddy.
Visions of me is not uncommon among the stones.
Oh. Well, I suppose that's fair.
But find your own path, Brimstone.
I'll try. Wow, you're. Whew. This is a lot to take in. Hold on.
And as soon as you start like trying to compose yourself, the dream's over.
Fuck.
And Requiem's, you start to have your dream. But it's not reviewing Brim's dream. You've already seen that portion of it, and you just kind of take in the darkness of that sinking feeling you've had once again.
About marriage.
Shut up.
I'm going to request that y'all don't interrupt the dream sequences, if anything. Gwen, you still have that heavy feeling of guilt on you. And as the darkness kind of swallows you in, a kind of silence takes over. And it fades out from black, and you are in a nice, warm little tavern. It's dimly lit. You kind of you see yourself sleeping at the bar table, and you see that nobody seems to be around except for one individual to your right. This individual is a human, same as you, with a kind of a short-kept but shaggy sort of brown hair, a nice clean-shaven face, a rapier by his side, and you can hear in the distance a couple of nice hounds barking. He just kind of looks over you and be like, "Oh, finally awake. Nice to have you back here."
Yeah, last time this happened, I ended up on a cart.
Nope, not that lucky. Anyways, looking for a drink?
Yeah, sure. I'll buy it. Thanks for waking me up.
Don't worry about it. And he pulls up a mug for you and starts pouring from his own. And it fills up until it's full. He places his back down. And roll me a perception check.
Okay. Character sheet. Come on. Forgive me, I'm on a very small laptop.
You're fine.
Laptop is cracker.
You get some of the ale in your eyes, and it kind of like burns and stings.
Hero point, hero point, hero point, hero point.
I'm gonna say that still happens, but you depending on your next check, it'll.
Even in dreams, we hero point.
Yep.
Perceive.
Yeah, it's a low DC. So you see, his mug is completely full. So is yours.
Jesus.
And he kind of smiles and says, "Seems you got a lot on your shoulders there. What seems to be happening with you?"
I've had a lot going on. Part of a party again. Not like in my old mercenary days. And it seems like we're actually doing something good.
That's good. Making sure everyone is living their best life. making sure that everyone's living the most free that they can.
Yeah, and to make sure that happens, I'm bearing the brunt of the fire, literally and figuratively at that point.
You seem to be doing pretty good on your own. But you seem to be wavering a little bit. How come?
I don't know. It's hard to explain. Just a feeling.
Give me your best shot.
Fuck. Literally, give me a minute. I'm trying to think here.
Ezzy, if you want to do the thing now, there's going to be you give him some time. It's going to ring in like 5 minutes, and I don't want to interrupt you.
Okay, it's fine. Hey, if you want to help support the show, check down the description below on how you can participate. You can do so a few kind of different ways. You can donate to name an NPC. You can give them a race, a name, a distinction of some kind. You can also donate to give some hero points, or you can also donate to give me some villain points to bring in the challenge for our fair adventurers.
Josh is no longer affected by challenge.
He will eventually.
You underestimate me. I'm going to spend like 20 of these trying to tumble through a very low-level threat.
It'll be very good. Also, eventually he might be downed and has to spend all of them to not die.
Death comes for us all.
Not when you have hero points.
I'd rather die than spend my hero points. Dies.
Oops. You know those hero points don't go to your next character, right?
I know.
Damn it.
It's just to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
To prove a hero point.
So while Quinn is in,
going to say that, but I didn't.
So while Requiem's is in silence, kind of like trying to like gather their thoughts together, this individual starts just kind of taking a long sip and holding out like a finger, just to see how long he can go. But he seems to go far longer than what the cup should have in terms of alcohol. He just keeps drinking as you keep thinking.
Okay, then I'm going to say I take a sip of beer.
Mm-hmm.
I give him...
You take a sip, and it is the most delicious beer you've ever tasted. Quinn?
All right. Yep, I'm here.
So you take a sip of the beer, and it tastes the best that you've ever had.
Okay, I look into his eyes and just go, I guess I'm wavering a bit because I feel like I'm just try to be the center of the party. And it either gets me hurt or hurts others. I can't protect everybody at once. And that weighs on me. And I have to keep mediating as well. And I lost all my money because of that, but doesn't really matter.
Kestrel sneezes in his sleep.
I just hope I'm doing the best I can. And I want to protect them. I'm not sure how much longer I can. If I keep taking this much punishment. And then I end by sipping a little bit more of the beer.
He finishes his big gulp and puts the cup down. It's still full. And he just kind of looks at you and goes, I see a man with convictions. I see a man who has put forward so much more than any man before him could. You're doing good. And know that even when all hope is gone and you feel like you're all alone, don't forget, you got somebody in your corner.
Do I realize at any point who this person is?
Roll a religion check.
Okay.
One would think you're okay at that.
A 22?
Nice.
You have a sneaking suspicion. You have a... With all the alcohol and everything taken up on you, this warm feeling, which you kind of akin to from the blue flame of your mercenary group, that you thought that you would have with Apsu. It's a more of a warm feeling of a good beer, of a nice warm tavern, of friends and camaraderie, of adventure. You have a sneaking suspicion you've been conversing with none other than the accidental god himself.
Woo! Yeah.
So I'm gonna say who?
Caden Kalen.
Oh.
Best god. I was hoping that's who it was. I was sitting there, I was like, it's gotta be. If there's another god that can summon infinite good beer, I don't want to know.
With my realization, I simply lift my glass, clink it into his, take a gulp, and say, thanks.
No problem.
It's appreciated.
Don't worry. Keep hanging out at the cathedral, helping them out, but we know who you really like.
I don't answer. I just take another sip of beer.
He is drinking the person.
He kind of slaps your back and just he smiles and goes, "Don't worry, I got your back." Hey.
And you die instantly.
And when you wake up, and he smiles and goes, "Hey, when you wake up, take that as a souvenir."
Wait, take what? No, don't be out of here. Ah!
And you're out of the dream.
Flagon of infinite ale. It's now yours.
You say
Now
that.
functioning alcoholic.
You say that. I'm going to pull up the magic item that this encompasses.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh no.
Never let Kestrel know you have this.
So, Requiems, you wake up, and you're in this nice big room and everything, and by your bedstand is a little mini table drawer thing. And when you look over at next to it, you see a mug. A stein specifically. And,
Okay.
And it has a what you call it? I'm having a really difficult time remembering things.
Lid.
A lid.
A koozie around it saying from Apsu question mark.
No, it's not from Apsu.
I know from Caden.
But no, it has like a little badge of another stein on top of the stein. And give a sip.
First thing in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna take a small sip.
Okay.
Wakes up. Oh, sweet alcohol.
As soon as you do, it feels
Oh,
right
sweet,
back up.
more beer.
Yes.
We have a dream here.
That's powerful. We can open our own bar.
Yes.
I just look up into the sky and go, thank you.
You almost see like one of the stars like go out and come back up like it's a wink.
My man.
And now you're I would say you're no longer a follower of Apsu. You are a follower of Caden Kalen. Which is why your deity's code was different all this time. I had this planned for a long time, and you being drunk and going out and fighting a hill giant just kind of flavored that more.
Oh my god.
Be like that.
You accidentally saved a village from raiders.
I accidentally saved a village. I saved a giant, and now I'm
perfect. Caden Kalian.
We'll come to that point later.
but you still work for the Cathedral of Apsu. It's just, you know, specifically you get your powers from Gaten.
Okay.
So you're good. So you all wake up and you all kind of like get dressed up in your regular garbs and whatnot, and you're kind of ushered out into.
Very fine.
I do
puts on his cloak.
Yep.
I do try to take the clothes with me. Do they let me?
Roll a diplomacy check. No, Rek didn't abandon God for free beer. He abandoned a god for a different god who gives him free beer.
So technically,
In a way.
17.
Okay, no, hold on there. That's, I feel like I was
the
bribed.
best beer ever.
I feel like I've been bribed.
You want to come over to the Church of Kalian? We've got booze.
We got booze.
Why do
All
I
you
feel like
can-
Kester would be on board in a fucking second if I showed him this damn thing?
They kind of look you over, Castrol, and be like, "Well, we're not using it, but
Hell yeah.
just you know, no takey backsies."
Of course. Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
And
And
I
for
would like
well, bye.
I'd like to ask you, Ezzy, something.
Sure.
How close is Flint and the two maids? Where are they? Are they just outside my door? Are they lingering around the mansion or the castle?
They don't like hang out with you like all the time necessarily, but they do try to like be near you when possible. When you were sleeping, they left you alone. But like
Alright,
as soon as you make it
You'd
know
hope.
that you're awake, then they're gonna come after you. Yeah.
Yeah, they can follow me. I'm gonna let them.
Okay. So Dia and Ava and Flint, after a few minutes of you being up and about, they come and they get you your old regular clothes all set up, your armor, get you all dolled off, and Tobias comes around one more time and just kind of looks you over and goes, "All right, best of luck out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Try to do better than I could." And he smiles and laughs and walks off.
Very funny.
I want to yell,
Flint.
thank you very much for your hospitality.
Hey, Flint, do me a favor.
Yes.
You're a large man.
Rude.
Not just, I mean, I've been putting on a little bit of weight, but you know.
No, not in that regard. Like, you are physically quite large.
Sure.
Okay. I look at Schnookers. I look at Flint. I point at Schnookers. Carry them, please.
All right. Dia, Ava, buddy system. All right. And they start both carrying one end of Schnookers and the other, and start.
Carry my 5-foot snake.
Is the Schnook 5 feet now?
No.
I bend down to see
they're
if Schnookers is a
maids.
fan.
They're small creatures, so they're more like 3 feet.
Okay.
I bend down to see if Schnookers likes it.
Schnookers just flex their tongue, and they seem to be okay with it so long as they're near you.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do this for a while because they're so persistent in following me. Might as well have them work.
Okay.
Wow.
And they follow you outside of Castle Stone, across the drawbridge, back out into the upper layer. And anything before you go out into the middle layer?
Yes, I want to do one thing to see if this will work.
Okay.
I would like to try my hardest
Okay.
when his butler maids can't see us to imitate Brim's voice and try to get them to bring the snake to Wambler again.
Okay, I need you to. What would that be? Give me a second, because that I feel
Deception,
like
probably.
that's gonna be a type of deception skill. Let me see.
Perhaps performance. Is that a thing?
Yeah, normally
that would-
performs for like specific things.
It would be an impersonation skill. So it would kind of require a little bit of a disguise kit, but you might be able to do it. It says you might be able to do it if you're not if you're trying to just do it by voice. I'll say it's a deception thing. So I need you to roll a deception check.
Damn it. Okay.
You're not gonna re-roll.
I hear a point on this one.
I'll do one more. I'll see.
Okay.
That's what we use them for.
Yep.
We use them to open pickle jars and try to fool our friends.
Okay. I would say that probably
Everyone
beats, I'd say they probably beats their perception DC. So, give me your best impression.
Oh, by the way, yes, Daddy wants him to go to take Snooker's Snoot and take him over to Wemlod's as fast as you can to ask him questions.
It takes like a few minutes for them to register, but as you are all going over to the middle layer, you're all going towards that direction anyways to meet up with the individual.
Right.
So you all just make your way towards the marketplace, and yeah.
Kestrel tries to walk kind of close to Flint,
All
but
right.
not too close.
Alrighty. And as you are traveling with Flint in this manner, yeah, there is a. Let me just put on some music real quick.
Didn't we go there to ask about fish or something?
Yeah, but Daddy Dearest had to go all, oh, you're gonna be the next big place.
You're going to be the next big fish in the pond.
Yeah, something like that.
To be fair, you did some of that on your own.
Listen, you try to talk to him.
No thanks.
Exactly. See?
I do not talk, I drink.
So
The
I've
one
been
in the
meaning to circle back to an important topic. That being of us helping criminals.
Oh, they're not criminals, I guess.
The
They're
king
just-
called them criminals.
Yes, well, the king can sometimes
the
be
seedy
wrong.
underground.
Yes, but
The king was-
Is the king lying?
No, Aegis, remember.
The
Where
king
do we
does
have...
not strike me as a liar.
Well,
I do not think he was lying. I think he was just perhaps he misunderstood.
Hold
he
on, I'm
did
gonna
tell
try
me
to...
that Santa Claus was real until I was 14, so...
Santa Claus isn't real?
What is Santa Claus?
Don't worry about it.
Okay. Aegis, I'm gonna try
That was a joke.
I'm gonna try to logic this. So, Aegis, you know how we are going to the underground to find these missing people, correct?
Correct, in the secret tunnels.
Yes, well, some people live down there. So people who live down there are called people from the underground, which is what Mr. Stone was referring to. Not criminals, simply residents.
Oh, that makes much more sense.
Cool, we're going with that. Everyone else shut the hell up.
Nice.
I lean in for everybody except Aegis to hear, and I go like, that's gonna come back to bite us one day.
It's probably fine.
The party plays on Aegis's naivete.
It's probably fine.
I swear, you're more or less just making the fucking Judge Dredd character with the way that you're making the sheet there, Josh.
Aegis
Can I
eventually
say
will
this?
yell, "I am the law."
Can I say as soon as I convince him, I turn around and just take a quick sip of my thing from the out of view of everybody else.
Okay.
Just like, that's good.
So everyone, roll perception checks.
Okay.
Fuck.
Nope. Too busy flirting with an old man.
He's not old. He's just like
He's
a
old.
gray fox.
He's a gray.
Older than me.
Alrighty, I need two more.
Hey.
Well,
Okay. Well, Dip's the only one who sees everything.
I could see from miles.
Brim, Kestrel, and Aegis just kind of see the crowd. I just need one from Requiem's.
Why? I'm the one that did. Oh, right.
There's a different thing happening.
A different perception check.
Percept.
I
Isn't
also
he
thought
supposed
this
to be
was for
somewhere
that.
around here?
You also only really see the crowd. Dipped, you kind of like jump up and see two clear shots. The first one you see is Schnookers being carried by the two maids further into the plaza. You don't know where they're going, but who cares? The other one you see is the shady individual with the cloak, just kind of hanging out just outside of the entrance.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
How are the maids and Flint dressed?
Flint is dressed up like kind of like a big three-piece suit, like pretty
Okay,
fancifully.
So not blending in at all is what you're saying.
They're not blending.
So not covered in pickle juice and piss.
But the thing is, this is the middle layer. This is less likely to have thugs and thieves.
This is like where the
right. I just wanted to know that for future reference.
Yeah, they are not blending in at all. They are just. It is quite clearly they are fancy maids and butlers.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna I grab who's the closest person to me in this crowd.
Your party members probably.
I know, like specific party members. Give me two that are like right next to me.
Probably Kestrel and Brim.
Okay, I grab Brim. I pull him. He's like, "No, is a snake like yours going that way?" I point to one direction. There's the snake going that way, and I point in the opposite direction. There's the cloak man over there.
Wait. Give me 1 minute, Dip. Brim stands up. What are the two maids' names again?
Ava and Dia. They're gone.
Oh, shit! It's too late. Well,
Flint's still there.
Flint.
Yes, sir.
Would you be a dearie and chase after the girls? They seem to have taken my snake.
Oh, you ordered them to, sir.
What? No, I didn't. When did that
Yes,
happen?
you said specifically to leave the one named Schnookers for over at Whamlord, sir.
I can assure you that did not happen.
No, we
Requiem
heard you
is on the floor laughing like 5 feet away.
What are you laughing about?
Nothing. No, don't worry about it.
Oh, you're an asshole.
As you're laughing, like
Yes,
a
sir,
bunch of
also
your
is
infinite
laughing.
beer is like splashing all about. God. No,
Still,
we heard
Flint.
you loud and clear. It was in a particularly posh voice, in fact. I was quite surprised. But,
Yes, I can imagine. But still, would you be a dearie and go retrieve them, all three?
well, fine, but I would wish you would not give us such conflicting orders. And he briefly goes to retrieve them.
All right.
We should chase the
now-
cloaked man, yes?
Well, hold on. Dip said that they were over. Let's see.
That way.
Ah, yes.
I point in the way.
That way?
That way. That way.
Oh, no, oh, not that way. That way. Okay, yes.
That way. Correcta.
Brim picks up Dipped so that she can point it out clearer.
Okay.
I point.
She points the way. You see the cloaked figure just kind of like by the entrance, just kind of like trying to make themselves as inconspicuous as possible.
How should we approach this? I was just going to
Well-
yell a thing, but I thought maybe I should play for the
At
team.
full speed.
Okay.
Oh no!
Aegis is running at
Can I-
full speed.
hold on.
For,
Can I say that how I did that athletics ability where I grab somebody, spin them, and put them right next to me? Can I do that to Aegis before he takes off?
If he does, I want to try and reflex it.
Oh no.
I say do it athletics versus.
Oh, actually, hold on. I got this. While he was running over there, I yell, Only criminals run in the city. Stop it.
That's not in the codes. I've read them all.
God damn it. Okay, I'll try to catch him. I'll try to catch him.
Okay, roll an athletics check against the reflex DC of Aegis.
It's gonna be high.
Not
Oh,
runs toward. Not runs toward. No.
What is your reflex DC?
Not 28.
No, I need to know whether or not it critically succeeded.
It does not. My reflex DC is 20.
Okay.
Hey,
so,
same.
Okay.
Reflex
so
boys.
he manages to use like the extra heft he has from his infinite beer to like pull you aside. It's like, oh.
Don't get over here, you freaking idiot.
I want to
Why
catch
not?
the criminal.
Well, yes, we understand that, but
Was
Requiems,
that
why
one
not?
even a criminal? As far as we know,
Yeah.
It was
Right? Isn't
alluded
that what
to.
Vana said?
Vana said
he was.
that
Oh,
it
sorry.
was-
Yeah. He was doing like illegal food things. Or
Yeah,
something.
illegal food things.
Requiems.
Hence apprehending him.
Yes.
Requiems. We have seen this, our friend Aegis here. We have seen him punch people to death. Do you think it's very wise to hold him back?
I cannot be restrained.
I'm gonna contemplate this for a second before I figure out what I'm gonna fucking do with him as I hold him.
Aegis is not like attempting to get away from you.
Oh, okay.
He's just standing there.
Aegis, we're going to approach him, but we need to make sure he can't run away.
I would catch him.
Okay, that's not the point. We
I'm
want
very
to
fast.
avoid. We
Hold
would
on,
like to
Aegis.
avoid a chase.
I just think we
Aegis.
should approach this at moderate speed. At careful
Aegis.
speed.
Yes, hello.
I do have a genuine question for you. In terms of legality, he uses quotes for that. In terms of legality, how is breaking legs?
I do not follow. Breaking legs in general? It's assault
Breaking
and
legs-
battery.
Breaking
Usually.
legs of potential criminals.
Well, that's just part of justice.
See?
Oh
Problem
my God.
solved.
God.
All right, Aegis.
So we sprint
break
at
his
him,
legs.
and we break his legs.
That is right.
No, wait. No, wait.
No,
No,
no.
We don't know anything. We need
I
information.
want to
Aegis prepares
see
to
him
run
break
again.
his legs.
Brew, you're a fucking asshole. Okay, no,
A little bit.
we're not doing
While
this.
these fools are arguing, I'm going to attempt to sneak away.
To do crime?
No. To approach the situation and gather information.
Okay.
Sounds like
Thank
crime.
you.
So what are you doing specifically?
I'm going to try to like back into the crowd and then head over towards the cloaked man.
Okay.
You're gonna like
just
Homer Simpson
that
fade into
just
the
Dude,
crowd.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
That just beats the DC.
Cool.
All right. Requiems.
So you're getting
Yes.
close to the criminal man while
I'm
your other
I'm walking
friends
his way like I'm like trying to make it look like I'm going somewhere else, but I'm heading in that direction.
Yeah, you're taking the long way around. It's fine.
Requiems, I have a plan.
Does it involve breaking somebody's legs who don't even know is a criminal yet?
Not quite. You dipped, approach the man, and Castro. Wait, word. Never mind.
Castro's going
You-
after the man right now.
You
Thank
approach
you.
the man, talk to the man. If anything goes wrong, you give the signal, and I send Aegis here.
What is
Okay,
the signal?
I agree to this plan.
Do you know what the signal is? Because I don't.
We know. We'll figure something
No.
out.
Oh.
What? This is the worst plan.
You'll know
Only
the signal
go.
when you hear/see it.
Ah!
Alrighty.
Be the
So
signal.
so the plan is being made. Castro, what are you doing as you're approaching this individual?
I'm trying to see if he's like looking at anybody or anything in particular. I'm just trying to like get a read on him. Like, does he have any weapons?
He doesn't seem to have any like weapons on him, no, but he seems to be like looking out towards the end of the market. Like he's trying to like it seemed like he was looking towards Eat Free a lot. Like,
yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
He seems to be like contemplating his options and everything.
Trying to think how I want to approach this, because Kestrel is a coward.
But a coward bolstered by the fact he has an invisible ghost.
That's true.
Perhaps an overconfident coward.
The worst kind. All right, I'm gonna like pull up near him and like, is he like leaning on like something?
Yeah, he seems to be like up against, like almost doing like the Metal Gear Solid like peeking over the doorway kind of thing.
I see. All right, I'm gonna lean on a wall, kind of like near him, and be like, "Looking for something, friend?"
Oh shit!
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? A little nervous, it seems.
I'm a little bit jittery, not used to seeing new faces.
I am new in town. Something wrong, friend? You seem troubled.
I just needed to talk to an old friend. She seems to be a bit busy though, most days.
Fuck, what was her name?
Vana. You really need to make a note of that.
Yes,
Aegis.
I will. I'm putting it in my notes.
Hey, is that Kestrel talking to the guy?
It is. Did you not see Kestrel walk away?
I did not.
I did.
Vroom,
I
I
run
suggest
now?
we let
I'm typing.
I suggest we let this play out before we make a move.
No, you should
Okay.
go up and
Is
try
it,
to assist.
Is it a certain? She's a Goliath, right?
Yeah.
Is this a certain Goliath woman you were meaning to talk to?
He finally like stops looking out the doorway and turns around and sees you, and he's like, "Ah, you were talking with her yesterday."
Yes, she. You seemed like you needed help with something.
I need assistance with something. Yeah. I got a little bit of kind of looks around. A little bit of an infestation problem with a personal project of mine.
I see. And this is something you would like help with, yes?
I'm not sure if I can trust someone so willing to help.
We're doing it for our own reasons, but the proprietress, that's a hard word to say in that voice,
Sure.
over there, the proprietress seemed concerned, so we're doing her a favor.
Oh, you're doing me a favor in kind. Gotta get a name with that?
Kestrel holds out his hand for a handshake. I am Kestrel.
They are now shaking hands.
He reaches out, and he kind of like pulls up his cloak like a little bit. You see that he's a human skater.
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 that in my notes?
SKAGER.
Oh, damn it.
Kestrel got him to reveal his face. It's a sign of weakness.
I'm not sure if you guys can see the face yet.
Can we see the hood is down?
He pulled the hood up a little bit so.
Oh, okay.
So Castle can see.
So it's a infestation, you say?
Yeah, I've got
Is this
a personal collection of various aquatic goods, and I got a sudden infestation of something down there. I don't want to say what it is. You know, we're
the public place, yes.
yes. But it's a pretty nasty sort. If you and I guess your buddies around here somewhere.
Yeah, we're problem solvers around here recently.
Alrighty. If you can come down to my my little pond and solve my problem, I'd really appreciate that. What do you need out of this arrangement?
So remind me, did Vana say she would give us the fish, or that this guy?
She implied that he would
provide.
She implied he would probably provide the fish.
Okay. We require a sizable amount of fish for a arrangement we are working on.
Well, I do have a sizable pool. How much fish are you looking for?
It was 30.
What was it? 20 gold worth?
I thought it was 30.
30 gold worth.
It was
22.
It was 30 days worth of food for like 24
20
people,
gold.
which is
like 27 gold, I think.
It's 22 gold pieces.
Approximately 22 gold's worth of fish.
Ooh, that's a big order you're asking for.
Yes, it is. There are a few people who I think would be able to provide this. But,
I mean,
I have it on good word that you could be useful in this endeavor. So we scratch your back, you scratch ours. Everybody goes home happy.
I won't be able to provide that all at once, but I got some contacts that I can help get that amount.
I think that will work too.
Yeah,
we can set something up.
If you can help with the infestation, sure, I can do that for you.
Sounds good. If you just want to give me the address, we'll head over there. I'll meet with the rest of my crew, and we'll head over there post haste. You can meet us if you want.
You really think I'm going to give you an address to a secret stash of food?
Hey, just
get
ready
to
pounce.
You know what? That's a good point.
I'm always ready.
Would you just like to lead us there, or?
Yeah, you know what? Follow me there now. It'll be fine.
Okay. Sounds good. Can I go hit my crew and we'll call back? Right. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll be near the entrance.
Okay, sounds good.
Lower layer, specifically.
Roger.
Yeah. And he starts like skulking his way over there.
I begin running as soon as he moves.
I grab him. No, not you.
Make the athletics check.
I'm gonna say I help Brim with this, so I grab his legs and he grabs his torso. We try to tackle Aegis to the ground.
Okay. If you're helping, then you need to roll in athletics and beat a 20.
Athletics.
God damn it.
Okay, so
That's two natural 20s in a row.
Reroll another one, Brim. And let me see the eight. I think an 8 option only gives like a +2 to the thing.
Yeah.
Let me see. 8.
Would you like to spend a hero point, Brim?
Critical success. You grant your ally a +2 circumstance bonus to the triggering attack. If your master is +3, legendary +4. So, you want to use a hero point, Brim?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I did crit and I said I grabbed his legs, so.
Well, you said you were helping.
And I went for the legs.
I see. Requiem's is doing the assist other on Brim, who's attempting to grab me.
I mean, he can be real good at assisting, but
I'm gonna just say that they both did it, and Quinn got it again in one. Pulls you back.
Brim just fucking lands on his face.
Yeah, Brim just kind of lands on his face. Not really
Bloody
doing much about this.
Ow.
Castro walks back over to the party.
The criminal is getting away. I don't know why we are stopping.
All right, you approach
the
gang. Party, Castro.
I solved our problem.
Well, Castro, you did not solve anything. The criminal is fleeing, and everyone keeps stopping me.
You do not have 30 fish.
Well, he was this man can get us a month's worth of fish, which is what we need. All we have to do is take care of an infestation problem. He seems we
can get that from him after we take him to jail.
I don't.
Aegis.
Not everybody wearing a shady cloak is a shady individual.
Vana said that.
Aegis, aren't you wearing a shady
doing
cloak?
Illegal things.
She implied it. Oh my nose! Fuck.
I don't understand. First, the king is incorrect, and now Vana is incorrect.
Aegis, people can be.
Can be what? You cut out there.
People can be wrong.
So he is not a criminal.
Not as far as I know.
We don't know yet.
He seemed pretty cool. Yeah, so he was a skater boy. I said see you later, boy, and now we're going to go take care of a problem.
Raccoon looks over the sky and goes, "What the fuck is a skate?"
Don't know what skate
Skater.
is.
I don't think any of you appreciated my joke, but we should get going.
Only around the storm blades were skateboards like around. Country hicks with skateboards.
Oh no, I don't like that concept.
Country roads.
There was so much
take
wood
me
that they could
home.
make skateboards out of them. It's proper
No
lore.
ages.
Crazy. So basically, we're going to go to. He's going to meet us at the lower layer to take us to his. What did he say? Like lake or something?
It's like a personal pond he has. It could be like, you don't know how big it is, but it sounds sizable.
Right. He's got a sizable pond where he keeps fish, I assume, and he's got an infestation problem that we are going to take care of. And in exchange, he is going to give us all the fish we need for the orphanage so that we can continue our quest.
Yes. Yes. Good. Perfect.
Sometimes you can just talk about your problems. I mean, we are going to have to fight the thing, but
Oh, we don't know that.
I suspect.
Onward we go.
All right.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Brim turns around. Where are they?
It takes a few
where-
minutes, but you do see the familiar like made headbands coming your way with your familiar
The headbands.
stickers.
Ah, ladies.
Oh yes, we were almost there, but Flint told us to come back for whatever reason.
Yes, yes. There was a bit of a confusion with my orders. Where is Flint? Is he somewhere behind you?
Do the thing.
Hey, if you want to help support the show, donate. That's it. Cool. So, Flint is actually right behind you.
Wait, behind me?
Yep.
Oh!
Yes, it's good to see your reflexes are in full force, sir.
How did you do that?
Do what, sir?
Never mind. We'll talk about it later.
All right.
Now
We're going to the underground.
Now
Wait,
we
no,
are
the
going
lower
to
section.
the lower layer.
Lower layer. That's it.
So you all walk through the crowds towards the entrance of the lower layer, and you do see
Now, Brim,
Skater
Are
up
you,
against
are
the
you,
wall.
Are you sure you want to bring a butler and 2 maids to the lower layer?
They have schnookers with them. They're perfectly safe.
But I suppose that is fair.
Alrighty, so you do see skaters up against one of the walls, keeping a good distance away from the gate, from the guardsman.
Right.
And is pulling out a new cloak, kind of like behind a wall in order to try to pull up like a disguise. So he sees you, finishes up switching cloaks, and then just kind of approaches and be like, all right, I'll try to go up ahead first. You all make your things, and we never saw each other, all right?
He just extends his hand.
Sounds good.
He just kind of nods at you, Aegis, and starts walking forward.
Right.
Aegis is deeply
We're-
offended that this man did not
we're-
shake his hand.
We are going to follow at a respectful and unsuspicious distance.
So as you wait for Skater to cross over, he almost makes it through the guards without notice before one spear blocks his path, and one of the guards kind of pulls him over, and it's like, "Oh, where do you think you're going?" I'm just heading back home. I don't know. It seems like you got some shady business going on. Do you want to come by the office and we have a little bit of a talk? I don't know if that's really necessary. What was that?
Oh, gentlemen.
Yeah, well, Aegis, don't open your ears.
This man is escorting us through the lower layer. He's a bit of a, expendable bodyguard, if you know what I mean.
And a guide.
Are you really in need of that? you seem to be well armed yourself.
Oh, you can never have too many, my good sir. You should know that better than anyone.
Roll me either diplomacy or deception.
Fucking, are you trying to imply that this guard has guards that he keeps around with him?
He's trying to follow the logic of the crown prince right now.
Fucking.
I don't know, sir. This is a dangerous individual. You might be better off with one of the guardsmen over here.
Well, Flint.
We did sort of already hire him. So if you wouldn't mind, we would like to.
Yes, we did already hire him. But Flint, come.
I'm confused. Why are we arguing with the guards?
Yes, sir.
Inform this man that we need no further assistance from the guards. We are perfectly fine with our guide here.
Sir, we do not need any assistance from you. The guardsmen, we have perfect assistance with our good escort here.
See, now you have 3 reliable sources telling you that it's fine.
Okay. Anyone gonna try to roll the check instead of Brim? Because he's already failed.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm decent at deception.
Aegis is deeply confused.
He can stay confused.
Just never mind. Kestrel got it.
Kestrel got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Kestrel, you kind of like peek out one of the expensive wines to like it really encourage that, hey, we're rich and we know what the fuck we're doing. The guards just kind of like look around and just kind of look defeated and just goes, all right, but if he does anything, it's on your heads.
Oh, we know.
Worry.
And we'll
take care of it.
He brings out the paperwork readily.
I take it.
All right, fill it out if anything happens.
You've got it.
Alrighty. And he lets you through. And Skater just just stays silent for like until he's a good distance away from the guardhouse on the other side, and just goes, "Whew, oh shit, that was close."
Skater, are all guards like that?
Attentive about the shady types? Not usually, but I guess I got a unlucky roll.
Slow day. They got to meet their quotas and whatever.
Yeah.
Flint.
Yes, sir.
I need to tell you something in private. Lower your ear. Lend me your ear for just a moment.
All right. He squats. He squats. So you have to squat a little bit to like get to ear level.
If this man does anything shady, you have my full permission to do what you will. And the girls, for that matter.
I appreciate that, sir, but we don't have NPC stat blocks yet. That'll come next week.
I see.
With the game mastery guide that's coming out on the 26th.
Hey. Thanks, Officer Piazzo.
Paizo. The name is Paizo.
Paizo.
3.14.
Piazzo.
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 The dragons are Slav squatting.
I find that offensive that I'm in Italy.
But, my dear butler, I will be sure that nothing happens to you or the girls, and to to anyone really.
Okay.
Sure.
That's a bit of a wide net you're casting there, but all right.
Nothing will happen to anyone ever, for any reason.
I guess we don't have to worry about that war, huh?
I will remove death from the universe!
All right. I don't know if you should be a worshiper of Apsu or someone like Urgathora or someone like that.
Listen, Flint. I'm going on
Maybe
my
Zonkathon? I don't know.
path. Flint, I'm trying to do my own thing, going on my own path, you know?
So you're gonna be a...
It's a thing, you wouldn't get it.
I get it, Lich. I get you. Okay, cool. So...
Wait.
Alrighty.
We should get moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna just follow me, and You
Sounds
go
good.
out a while to like some of the older buildings, quite like a few blocks down. Well past the orphanage, well past the other spots. As he takes a turn into one of the abandoned buildings. And inside this abandoned building is it seems like it was a living room situation with like a big rug, some bookcases, and like some furniture sprout about, quite dusty and torn about.
Damn, bitch, you live like this?
I mean, this is just an entrance way to my personal collection here.
Oh, I see.
I wouldn't worry too much about it. Now, let's see here. And he removes the rug, which seems to be the least dusty of the formentables. And then he's like, "All right, well, let's see if the usual trick does it." And he starts taking some of his he starts like using his fingers to try to finagle like a switch, like a bypass. And he clicks it in, and then nothing happens. And he curses under his breath. Fuck! It went bad again. I really need to get this latch replaced. Hey, anyone got thieves' tools out here? I need a little bit of assistance getting this.
Well, let me just take a look at it, see what I can do.
Brim raises an eyebrow.
Okay, roll me.
I happen to be quite handy.
He stops you as you're approaching, and he's like, "Careful where you step. You might want to look around a little bit first."
Ooh. Perception check.
Nope.
Hero point.
Nope.
Fuck. Hero point. There we go.
That does it. So you see that about where like he's like a little bit away from like the latch that he's trying to push over is a raised foot like floor tile. And you also see some holes in the floor as well. That implies that there's some kind of trap associated. So he
I turn to my party and like, don't step there.
He kind of like motions you to like try to use your thieves' tools on the on either the latch or the floor tile.
Does one look more difficult than the other?
No, they look about the same. It's the same check.
Okay. So is that's a thievery check?
Yes.
Okay. Thieves' tools don't give you anything extra that, right? They're just like, you just need them to do the thing.
Not unless they're infiltrator ones. Infiltrator ones will give you like a +1.
Gotcha. Cool. So just a thievery check then. I am.
Okay. That does not go.
High.
And
shit.
I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Uh-oh, indeed.
So I'm gonna roll a d20.
Is this an attack roll?
Does a 25 hit you?
Yeah, it does.
And does that critically hit you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I can only go as high as 21.
You could not nimble dodge a trap.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, I knew it was there.
You take 12 points of damage.
Well, that's not where it's coming from, though.
As a spear just digs into you as it shoots out from the floor socket. And the skater just clicks his tongue and goes, "God damn it, you set it off!"
I can see that.
I'm gonna have to reset the whole damn thing again. Can you at least try, like, the spear's out. Can you at least try again to, like, get this damn thing open?
Yes, I can.
That does it. Alrighty, so you kind of
28 minus 12.
You
Fucking.
you kind of like as you have your foot on the floor tile, you just kind of like bend yourself down so you're on your knees, and then kind of like make it so that all the weight of your legs is keeping the floor tile down as you reach over with your torso with your tools and start going at the latch. And finally, after some tinkering, you finally get the mechanism that wasn't working quite right to actually push in, and then he like pulls up the latch and starts lifting the next adjacent floor tile up to show like a big opening for this like an opening that like goes down like steps wise.
I see.
It goes, all right, this is to my little place here. He just kind of like
is it safe on the way down? Like, does the
Yeah,
infestation start as soon as we get down there, or is it like in a separate room?
It's in the water.
Gotcha.
So you could take some time to realize and heal up.
Yeah, Requiems, if you would like to fix me, I've been ouched.
So,
Yeah.
he kind of like starts while you're like doing the healing. He kind of like goes aside and starts resetting up the spear trap.
Nobody step on that. It hurts a lot.
Land hands. That's a D6.
You can also.
I think it's just 6.
Dude, you might just want to try a medicine check first.
Yeah, someone else.
If somebody has a higher medicine check than me.
What's your medicine?
It would be dipped
4.
or brim.
Yeah, Brimble. What is your medicine?
Brim and Dipped are tied.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're the same.
Yes, Dipped, but you have more hero points than he does, so if you accidentally hurt me, you can fix it.
I won't fix it.
Oh my god! I won't fix
Rude.
it.
It's true.
I will deliberately not fix it. Yeah.
I will just like carve a smiley face.
Your initials.
I've carved a DV into your back. It does not mean direct voltage.
I think a surgeon got fired for like soldering initials into someone's organ.
Nice.
Is somebody gonna heal me or not?
Brimbo, what's your?
It is 8.
Mine is also hate.
Yeah.
I don't care who does it. Just what if you fix me?
Well,
What's
you
your-
go first.
Okay, medicine.
Well, either way,
Hey.
you
There we go.
can do it.
Cool.
That will critically succeed. So
Hooray.
roll me 4d8.
Okay.
Nice. That might fix it.
How much damage did you take?
12.
12.
Oof! Ouch! You're 12 bump.
Well, that's fine. I can live with
Man, there's two critical fails in there again. Man.
that. Rip.
Let me
Rip.
check.
No, it's dipped.
Thank you, Dipped.
You're welcome.
Treat wounds. Yeah, it's 4d8, and the wounded conditions
Yep.
removed. So
Hooray.
yeah, you still have like a bit of it cutting into you. It's not completely patched up, but you can deal. But yeah, Skater
I basically scraped my knee.
So Skater starts to bring you down through a long tunnel, flanked with like occasional torches on either side.
I'm being very careful to step where he's stepping at this point.
You're imitating him pretty good. But he doesn't seem to be like minding his step quite a bit. He as he's stepping out, soon the tunnel finally opens up to a big cavernous room that you see up against the a dirt trail. It kind of like dips down into like a big water pool pit, and the water pool pit within it, the pond has like 3 stone islands within the middle of it, but the water seems pretty sufficiently deep.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, how deep would you guess? I mean, you don't have to guess.
I would say it would be difficult terrain for a medium creature, but a small creature would have to swim.
Hey.
Okay, so it's like just high enough that I could touch the bottom if I stand on my tippy toes, being 5 feet tall.
But it's that and like the mud that your shoes would like entrench would make it difficult to walk through. Flanked on both sides of the dirt trail are 4 torches. And can I have everyone roll me a perception check?
I sure can.
Hey.
We're all perceptive as hell.
Dipped. Okay. So, Dipped and Kestrel, you notice this. Out of all of the torches you see in front of you, one of the torches seems to be kind of different. You see the 3 torches are like long staffs with a torch at the top burning brightly, while the 4th one seems to be a long stick with a separate, like, smaller torch kind of strapped to it, like gerrymandered. Okay, you can tell that long stick, not the small torch, but the long stick, is magical.
Ooh, neat. Good to know.
Alrighty. And bringing you into the room here.
Oh, this room big. I need to...
So you come across this big room, and Skater notes to you.
Oh boy.
This is the place. This is where my personal collection is. You can see that there is a good chunk of fish you can see kind of swimming out throughout, but it doesn't seem to be as much as it should be.
Considering the size of the place, like, it looks kind of empty.
It seems a bit empty-ish, yeah.
Wait a second. This is the pond from Hazy Maze Cave in Super Mario 60.
No, I did not have a reference in mind. I just made this map in Dungeon Painter. I wish it was something like that.
That'd be very fun. That would be fun for me. But,
it'd be fun for me because it has good music and there's a dinosaur in it.
Do you know exactly what we're dealing with here?
Well, I think it's safe to talk about it. I seem to have gotten an infestation of well, have you ever heard of reef claws?
No.
Have I?
Roll me occultism.
That'd be in nature. Occultism? Oh
Yep.
no.
Oh no.
Everyone roll me occultism.
Okay.
Why am I trained in that?
Why are you trained in that? Oh, Brim.
I know a thing or two about the occult.
Brim, you know this not because necessarily of the occult, but because of what reef claws are. Reef claws are these apparitions that look similar to like a blend of like shrimp, lobsters, and eels with these like exposed like teeth with like their gums showing and everything. It's really like incredibly disturbing. And you know that these things are an invasive species with any water they come into. They will go in, they will eat whatever they can get themselves into, and they will breed and just ruin waters. That's why lots of places, especially coastal cities, really do not want people to have reef claw around. You also know, however, that there is a kind of a side effect of dealing with that, where people find reef claws valuable due to their meat. They are kind of seen as a luxury item because they're of their banned nature in most places. So you know that This is a luxury item that's suddenly appeared in a pond of a shady individual.
What defilers? I'll kill them all.
Somebody seems to have been trying their hand at some breeding.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This isn't connected to any like outside source of water, is it?
You do see like some water coming in from the walls of the cave.
Nothing big enough that like a fish could swim through, though.
No, not from a fish. It's like water leaking from like other sources.
Okay.
So you, as far as you can tell, you don't see anything that like a live animal can come through. It's just the water leaking from the walls.
Yeah, I was more thinking like if this is contained, it's not as big a deal.
This is definitely a contained situation.
Yeah. Like if it could get out and ruin everything, then it's a problem. If it's contained in here, it's like, eh. As long as Aegis doesn't know it's illegal, it doesn't matter.
I mean, it's water.
Yeah.
Electricity plus water equal good time.
That would be what the infestation is, correct? Of these things. I'm asking him because I don't know if this is his stock or if this is what we're supposed to be killing.
Oh,
well,
yeah, the reef claw or the infestation.
So you're fine if I just fry this entire area?
Well, it is full of other fish.
Yeah, here are the rules for this.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that. Okay. I will ask you not to attack the other fish. If you can get and take care of all the reef claws individually, I would really appreciate that. But for any like additional squares that you kill of the fish, I'm not gonna take too kindly for that.
This man is our supplier for fish. If we kill a bunch of his fish, he cannot supply them.
I mean, we can just... yeah, that's fair. Hold on. Let me think about this.
If you want to help those orphans out, you're gonna have to,
Yeah, I told you about that.
Our
casters
electricity. They'll have to care about their airway.
Water are considering their options.
I have specific rules on how this is going to go.
Our casters stare at their hands, contemplating the use of single target spells.
Versus AoEs.
Do I even have those? 1 second. I mean, water splash is that.
Well, we will take care of that before next session because you didn't tell me what spells y'all prepared. Look through your divine and primal spell lists and prepare because
find single target shit.
Yeah.
Well, you can always just also throw a javelin.
Yeah.
Correct.
They look like a melee fighter to you.
Javelin is melee.
It's not a melee weapon.
It's a range, and you have a specific thing which is all
that makes it come back.
Yes.
I know this.
So this is what we're going to come upon next time on
I assumed.
Yeah, because
it's getting late.
It's already getting late. We managed to get to the 2-hour spot even with us coming on online late. So, I want to thank everyone who showed up, everyone who watched, everyone who tuned in. Going around top of the order, Josh, where can we find you?
Hello, you can find me at reallygoodjokes.com.
Don't go to that website, actually.
Yeah, I don't actually.
I think it's a porn website, actually.
What?
It is now.
That's terrible. Anyways, I'm Josh. You can find me at American_Josh on Twitter, or sometimes I retweet other things. And you can find me.
Actually just disappointing.
Oh. Well, you can also find me on the less disappointing Magic Abridged Twitch and Magic Abridged YouTube channel, which Steven will be plugging momentarily. I do occasionally, rarely stream at Real American Josh on Twitch.
Nice. Soups, where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Super Ninja 5506. You can follow me on Twitter at Super Ninja 5506. You can follow me on you can follow the channel on Twitter at Magic Bridge.
You can
You
follow,
can follow my YouTube. Well, you can subscribe to my YouTube at Magic Abridged, and my Twitch is also Magic Abridged, where I stream all the days that aren't this one.
Yeah.
And
That's Saturday. That's my
And
day.
Saturday.
And Boko, where can we find you, hun?
You can find me on Twitter at BokoEC. You can find me on Twitch at The Dark Boko. I just finished. I may or may not have finished Celeste last night. I don't know. I unlocked another thing, but I don't know if it's a bonus thing or not. I guess to say I'm considering plugging Dear Team 4-Star again, but it's technically past the due date. But there's still time to submit for it until Tuesday when I actually start working on the video.
Nice.
If you're interested in submitting for the Dear Team 4-Star thing, 1 second, I'll put in the form again. You only have till an undefined time on Tuesday when I start editing the video. If you want to thank Team 4-Star for Dragon Ball and other things, you can do
Other
that.
projects.
Like remember the time they killed a hooker at a con?
That one.
Yeah,
that did happen.
I do remember that video.
That's very good. And Requiems, where can we find you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Italy.
What's up?
Italy,
Yeah,
yep.
honestly. 8
Fine.
o'clock in the morning. You can
Find
find me
Requiems at Italy on Twitter.
No, shut up. You can find me at Requiems on Twitch. It's Requiems VA, and you can also find me on Twitter at that same name. And I'm going to go to sleep now because I've been up for the last 24 hours.
Everyone say goodnight to Requiems.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks. I hope I don't get coronavirus. See you guys when I get back.
Bye, a face.
See you when you get back. And Ava, where can we find you, hun?
You can find me on Twitter if you can. You can find me on my YouTube channel. Good luck.
If you can, what the fuck?
If you can.
Catch me if you can.
If you can find me, you can find me.
No.
If you can find me, you can find me.
And you can watch all of our wonderful content here on Numbskulls.
If you can find my Twitter, you deserve to follow it.
Okay, whatever. All right, and you can find me on Twitter and YouTube at Ezekielu. I'm shaping up to make some videos again as soon as we get some last minute assets. And yeah, this has been Dumbskulls, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition game. Wishing you all a very good night. Have
Is it Thursday yet? No, wait, wrong podcast.
Nope. It's not even Thursday. Fuck you. Goodbye.